I bet you wondering why I'm panting so much, why I'm tired. It's because I've been waiting for this video all day, and we got a lot to talk about. So roll the 30-minute intro. Boom.
I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. I something that she's better let it go. Suicide if you ever gonna let it go. Yeah, suicide if you ever try to let it go. I'm sad and know, yeah. I'm sad and know, yeah. I'm lost and I'm found, but it's torture being in love. I love when you're around, but I fucking hate when you leave.
Alright. Whoa. Now that we got that out the way. Now that the 30-minute intro is out the way. We are finally here. Now without interruptions. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this all day. Alright, so as any YouTuber would say, there is a warning for spoilers, because there are spoilers ahead for the 2019 film Captain Marvel. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go see it. If you plan on seeing Avengers Endgame, and there will be spoilers, I'm just here to give a review because I have gotten a request to do a review, and I said I would do a review, so you know what? I'm gonna do a review. Alright, so we're gonna talk about 7 different topics. We're gonna talk about, no, not 7, several. You know they can hear you. Shut up. But they can hear you. Shut up. Okay. Yeah. Several different topics. Several. We get it. Several. Can you shut up? Bro, trying to get to the video. Alright, my bad. Go ahead. Captain Marvel, what would I rate it? That's the first thing we're gonna get, a rating. What would I rate it? I would rate it a good 8.5 out of 10. I know I said 9.5. Like, if you know me before, like when I first saw the movie, I was like, yeah, 9.5. Or I might even said 10. But I went back and watched it a second time, and I will give it a 8.5. I will give it a 8.5 out of 10 because the movie wasn't all that interesting until she changed her suit colors. So yeah, we have to talk about that. The movie itself, I get what they were trying to do. As far as Captain Marvel, like savior of the universe, and her not knowing her past and all that, trying to figure out who she is. I get what they were trying to do, but I think they did it too long. They made it too long. They made her trying to figure out who she was too long. And I've heard multiple people say they have fallen asleep. My father himself said he fell asleep 3 times at the movie theaters. So the movie at first wasn't all that interesting. It's towards the end where it gets interesting. We are going to be talking about everything, including like we're going to talk about Nick Fury. We're going to talk about the cat and the space cat Fury. We're going to talk about how Captain Marvel ties in the Endgame and what this means for Marvel fans everywhere. I think that's pretty much it. We are going to talk about how Fury got his eye cut as well, because, it's a lot of stuff that's been changed. So, like I said, spoilers ahead. It's my last time saying it. So, without further ado, Let's do it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is Captain Marvel and who she is. Okay, so the character itself, Captain Marvel, I say it because it's a boy and a girl, a male and a female. Captain Marvel itself is supposed to be a savior of the universe, according to the comics. Savior of the universe who was once a male, but the male died. I forgot how the male died, but he died, and so a woman took his role. Um, and basically, yeah, she's the savior of the universe. Um, she's just like every other Marvel character except like 10 times stronger. Um, okay, now that we covered that, I mean, I didn't really cover it. You know, you guys could correct me in the comments about what you think Captain Marvel is. Now we're gonna move on to Nick Fury, cause I did not like how they changed up how he got his eye cut or lost his other eye. Nick Fury did not. For those of you watching this video who aren't comic book nerds and Marvel nerds and movie nerds, um, like myself, I take no offense to it. Call me a nerd all you want. I wouldn't care. But Nick Fury, got his eye taken away from him in the war. When he was in a war for Shield. I don't remember these wars for some reason. I don't know why, but it was some war he was in. Of course, you guys could correct me in the comment section, but it was a war, and I think he got shot or something in the eye. I'm not sure. Um, ever since Lego Marvel, ever since I'm gonna say Lego Marvel Superheroes, the video game, I've been hearing a lot of complaints from a lot of YouTubers saying that they don't like the fact that Samuel L. Jackson plays Nick Fury. It's not that he's not a good actor or anything. It's just in the comics, Nick Fury is white, and so they would like to stick to that. Or they say in some of the comics, Nick Fury is white, Caucasian. He is a white Caucasian male, and they said they didn't like how they changed that in the cinematic universe. Um, I'm not really too fond of that. I don't care if he's white or black. I mean, I would prefer him to be black because I feel like the character, I think Samuel Jackson fits the role perfectly. What else to talk about? The movie Captain Marvel, why they did what they did, I don't know. Like I said, they waited too long. The whole movie was technically about her backstory. I don't really think that's what you're supposed to do. Unless you do unless you do a series, like if they was to do Captain Marvel 1, 2, and 3, and so on and so forth. I don't think that's what you're supposed to do, and I doubt they would do that. I heard that the only reason Captain Marvel was made is to introduce her for Avengers Endgame. That is what I heard. I heard that if it wasn't for Thanos wiping out half the population, she wouldn't even, there would be no movie for her. So, let's touch on that. I think that Captain Marvel, the character herself, and from what I know, she is very good. Yeah, Captain Marvel is a very good character, very strong, very powerful. Strongest Marvel character, definitely top 20, I'm going to say. We're not going to go through the whole list because we're going to be here all night. But yeah, definitely top 20. Now, back to the whole movie thing. Yeah, like I said, I know I keep saying this, but her origin story and her backstory and what she was trying to accomplish throughout the whole movie lasted the whole movie. Like, I think they should have put it in like the first hour. Put that in the first hour and then put the rest, because her losing her memory, that's what made a lot of people fall asleep, because she wasn't even Captain Marvel until like this, I'm gonna say the second hour of the movie. And that's where a lot of complaints come in. People are like, that's not Captain Marvel. The movie was boring. Um, yeah, basically. So my thing is, if you're gonna do that, try to like spice it up a little bit somehow. I know they tried to make Samuel Jackson funny. It was good every once in a while. Um, he wasn't really too funny, but he was alright. Um, but yeah, if you're gonna do that, I think you should definitely tie it all in to like an hour of the movie, like her backstory, where she came from, how she trying to, and then the other half put how she's trying to fix it. It seemed like she went through trying to figure out who she was the whole movie, and that's not what Captain Marvel is. It was higher and further. I get that. It was higher and further than what any other Marvel movie has done so far, but it wasn't faster. Huh, huh, no. Um, and now we gonna jump topics. We gonna talk about the end credit scene and what this means for all Marvel fans. So, like I said, if you didn't see the movie, actually it's kind of far too late. Um, oh, and before we get into the end credit scene, let's talk about the plot and the turn of events that happened, because it was really good actually. That was one thing I will say about the movie, other than her suit being absolutely dope and fire. Um, let's talk about the plot and turn of events. So, in the midst of her trying to figure out who she was and her quote unquote homeland or people, the Kree, um, thought they were saving her, but actually turned out to be the villains, and they lied to her. And the so-called villains and what she believed was the villains and what she was raised to believe as to be the villains turned out to be her allies and the good guys, and that was just a crazy turn of events. Like, I've never seen that happen before. I've never seen a day where the Skrulls are the good guys. Like, that was actually pretty cool. I like that. I definitely do not like the Kree anymore, of course, for that, but because they were killing families, they were taking them away. They were basically the United States people. No, 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 not the United States. Some other country. Um, but yeah, great turn of events. And I love the plot to it. Like again, took too long for them to actually say it. I don't. They put the plot at the end of the movie. You're supposed to put it somewhere towards the middle, but they put it towards the end, and yeah, we not with that. Um, boom. Let's see what else. End credit scene. No. Yes, end credit scene. This is what I've been waiting for. This is why I got excited. Because in like a month, what's today? Today's like I don't know. I don't know what day it is, but I know it's a few more weeks or a month left until the big boy himself, Avengers Endgame. Dog, that movie is gonna be so epic. We've been getting hints and teasers, and it's finally on its way here. It's legit right around the corner. I want everybody who's watching this video right now to get their in-game strategy ready and bring the tissues for a brother. Bring the tissues for a brother, cause a brother gonna need it. Cause that movie, as much as I hate to say it, is gonna be sad. There will be a lot of broken hearts, I'm sure, because of um, three of our characters that we've known for a long time, and three of our actors that are in the Avengers series that we've known for a long time will be departing Marvel. Their contract is up. That is Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and Robert Downey Jr., aka Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man. They will be departing. So sad. So that basically confirms that they will be dying in Avengers Infinity. Endgame, Avengers Endgame. Um, that is sad. That is terribly sad. And uh, as much as I want to jump to the movie, I don't want to jump to see that. Um, yeah, it will be a sad turn of events. Um, they say Thanos won, but I'm sure that's not true. So, Captain Marvel, all I gotta say is you better bring the best you got to prevent everything. I'm pretty sure Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor will die before you save the world, but that is okay. And Doctor Strange, I want you to please don't do that bull crap you did last movie. Please. Please. I understand you were trying to save the world. I understand. I understand that if Thanos had got the last one earlier than when he did, I understand Earth itself right now would have been obliterated. I understand that. But please, for the sake of Earth and the Avengers, um, please do your job and do it right. Please. Please. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. Yeah, guys, leave it in the comment section. You know, like I said, our three main Avengers will be departing from us. They will be dying due to actor contracts to Marvel. So I'm gonna start a new thing, and we're gonna call it Avenge #Avenge the Avengers. So I'm gonna put it in the comment section. And yeah, you guys take it from there. You do whatever you want with it. You could cry. You can you do whatever you want. That's y'all's now. I can no longer hold the burden of Avenge the Avengers. I've been holding it in my mind too long. Um, and Endgame is finally here, so I have to let it out. I'm sorry. So #Avenge the Avengers. Now on to the end credit scene and what this means for Marvel. So in the end credit scene of Captain Marvel, like I said, if you haven't seen it already, if you haven't seen the movie, I would definitely recommend you go watching it. But if you haven't seen it and you went this far, what's the point of seeing it? End credit scene spoilers for any of those who still watching but haven't seen the movie. So basically, during the movie, finally, like towards the end, um, Captain Marvel gave Nick Fury the the Captain Marvel distress caller to call her whenever he feels like it. Actually, no, she clearly said for emergencies only. And yeah, so basically, the movie was based in 1995, and so then at the end of the movie, after she beat who she beat, you know, yeah, yeah, save the scrolls, yeah, they're the good guys. Um, After she beat the bad guys, it time skipped to today's timeline, and they Basically, it showed Captain America, Black Widow, Bruce Banner, and it showed Rhodey from Iron Man. And basically, they seen the distress caller. They was like, they was trying to figure out how it works. They was like, well, what do we do? Where does what do we do? How does it work? Where did this come from? Where did Fury get it from? Ask Fury how it works. It was basically trying to figure out how it works, who it calls, where it leads. And then that's when suddenly Black Widow was like, I don't know, I'm gonna go ask Fury, I think she said. And as soon as she turned around, the door opened with Captain Marvel standing at the door, insisting, demanding, and asking all at the same time, where's Fury? And then movie went dark. Guys, when I tell you I almost jumped out my seat and flew like Captain Marvel in that movie, I promise you that would have been it, bro. Um, we don't have much time. But basically this explained, and then at the end of the scene, it's the a caption appeared. And they said Captain Marvel will appear in Avengers Endgame, April 26th. So be here. So yeah. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy and stay swifty.